Welcome to these two short training videos that, with the help of Katie Gerhard, I'm happy to present to you. These are based on some of the presentations I have shared with some Healing Touch audiences, and they are on body prayer. Many of you have enjoyed practicing yoga, tai chi, or qigong. I have too, and I continue to practice yoga as part of my personal self-care. Body prayer is similar, and it is based on the practice of Eurythmy, which is a practice that was brought to the world by Rudolph Steiner in 1912 as part of what he brought to the world through anthroposophy. Many of you have heard of Waldorf education, which is the school system that my three daughters went through from preschool through high school. In the Waldorf school system, the children learn Eurythmy as a way to integrate their thinking, their feeling, and their willing for healthy growth and development. This body prayer that I'll be sharing with you actually reminds me very much of practicing Healing Touch. In Healing Touch, we are aligning our thinking with positive intentionality for our clients. We are coming from a compassionate heart in the feeling realm, and we're using our hands and our body, our will forces, in order to facilitate healing in another person. So the alignment of thinking, feeling, and willing with truth, beauty, and goodness as the three aspects of love, and our three capabilities of our soul, thinking, feeling, and willing, are actually very similar between Healing Touch and body prayer. In level 3 of Healing Touch, we talk about the Hara alignment meditation. And I believe what we're actually doing in the Hara alignment meditation is aligning our thinking, our feeling, and our willing with love, with our birth intention to give, receive, and be love. Rudolph Steiner started training professional eurythmists about 100 years ago. And I'd like to let you know right now, I am not a trained eurythmist, but I have been practicing eurythmy and forms of body prayer for about 20 years now. As my children went through Waldorf school, I became very interested. So it has become a part of my daily spiritual practice. So I just humbly bring you what I know from my personal practice and from my practice with friends and teachers of Eurythmy over the years. In particular, I want to honor one of my teachers named Robert Powell, whose book I want to show you for a reference. And this book is called Cultivating Inner Radiance and the Body of Immortality: Awakening the Soul Through Modern Etheric Movement. And the website is sophiafoundation.org. This is a wonderful resource book that I've used and that I recommend to you if you are interested in this kind of work. I have found that practicing body prayer has strengthened my own etheric body, my life force body, and I have heard many people say the same. So if this does become part of your practice, don't be surprised if you feel strengthened in your own life force energy. You can also practice this through your intentionality, just like you can with Healing Touch. So if you actually cannot use your hands in an active way or your body in an active way, you can do this in your mind, or you can do it in a modified way, which I often sometimes do when I'm walking my dog or sitting on a bus. So know that there are many options for doing this form of body prayer, even if you cannot do it in its full expression with your arms and entire body. Eurythmy means beautiful, harmonious movement. And it actually is a spiritual path based on movement and can be experienced as either an art form or as a therapeutic practice. I'm just going to show you some highlights based on my own personal practice that might be helpful for you in practicing the 3 or 4 body prayers that I'll be sharing with you right now. We're going to start out with the sounds of the vowels. The vowels were the first sounds made by human beings when we were first created. They are A, E, O, and U, and these are tones that are universal all around the world. So all human beings make these sounds, and there's an accompanying gesture that goes with each sound that when you express it in your body, you can actually sense it physically and emotionally and etherically, as well as through your thinking. Usually we start any eurythmic body prayer gesture with our hands crossed over the heart. This is the gesture of the Ah, or one of the ways to express the Ah. And you can see that as the hands come from the heart, there's this sense of ah, a sense of awe and wonder as the arms move upward and outward, as if looking at all of creation in this sense of awe and wonder.